You guys have no idea how much of a struggle I had setting this stream up. It took 4 failed attempts before it finally wanted to work with me. 4. Every fail led to an API error. So yeah, the past 20 minutes I've been here trying to get OBS to cooperate with me, to get my OBS set up, overlay prepared, and it was a disaster, to say the least. But you know what's crazy? 1 quarter in, and I didn't miss not one touchdown. But in that whole failed sequence, I missed 2 touchdowns, both by the Texans. And I couldn't call them live simply because of the fact that OBS kept failing on me. And I know what you're thinking, oh, why don't you use Streamlabs? Why don't you use other streaming software? Well, guess what? The overlay won't work on any other software besides OBS, so I have to use this clunky piece of garbage. Otherwise, you won't have a scoreboard to watch. So yeah, I'm ticked off, to say the least. Missed half of the first quarter. 3rd and 3 by the Chargers. Herbert throws, pass, caught, first down, inside the 40. We're gonna get right into it because I don't want to rant about the technical difficulties anymore. Just want to move on and get this darn stream started. We have a big battle in the AFC to start the Saturday slate of games. We have the Houston Texans taking on the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Texans right now are, as you can see, are decimating the Chargers 14-0. Chargers in possession. First down from their own 41. Hand off to Omarion Hampton. He'll pick up a gain of 6. All right, gain of 5 by Hampton. 2nd down and 5. Back to Hampton. brought down by the Texans. I should have started this defense over the Denver one. Third and 5. Justin Herbert is sacked again. I say again because he got sacked earlier in the game while I was trying to set this up. And what on paper looked like was going to be a good game is actually turning out to be a one-sided affair in favor of the Texans, meaning I may not have had the need to go through the effort to get this set up. Which makes this whole technical difficulties bullcrap even worse. Chargers have no choice but to punt this away. Return from inside the 15, out of bounds near the 20, goes Tank Dell. So yeah, I'm a little ticked off. I'm not in the mood to be dealing with any more technological bull crap. If this turns out to be a one-sided affair, I'm gonna be pissed. First down for Houston. C.J. Stroud will throw. The pass is caught by Noel, not Tank Dell. Jeez Louise. I don't know why I thought 14 was Tank Dell for a second. Gonna change the down in a second here, guys. Second and 6. Hand up to Jordan, 26. He only picks up a gain of 3. It'll be third down. There we go. Good Lord. It's quite a nightmare promoting it on the computer. Maybe that's why I do it on the phone every single time. All right, 3rd and 4 for Houston. Watch, they're going to convert it from their own 27. Stroud throws, it's caught. Yep, they convert it. First down. That's the former Jaguar, Christian Kirk. And it is first down for the Texans. On first down from their own 32. Hand off to Nick Chubb for a gain of only 1. Second and 9. Stroud incomplete. Receiver was nowhere in the area where Stroud threw that ball. And that brings up an interesting 3rd down and 9. All right, 3rd down and 9 from the 33. Stroud under pressure. Throws it away. Well, that's the first time the Chargers have gotten a stop on the Texans. Oh, that'll end that drive for Houston. Here is the punt. Loud McConkey on the return. Sidestepping inside the 20 and cannot get out of the second tackle, brought behind the 20 to the 18-yard line. Can the Chargers accomplish something this drive? They've had to punt it 2 straight times. Oh yeah, and as you can tell, the mess on the bed is gone. This was one of the things I was busy doing prior to this stream, and that was not where I meant to throw the cap. Completely missed the old chair that's outside of camera range and threw it in. Let me actually pick this up. But yeah, put in the mattress cover, put in the mattress sheet, and everything. So good to go. So yeah, bed looks a lot better now with this big sheet on it. It's just like how it was before. All right, first down for the Chargers as they start from their own 18-yard line, looking to try to get something done. Herbert. Pitches it to Hampton. Hampton will pick up 5. Ugh. Also, when the first quarter ends, I'm going to get into a rant about what happened after Thursday night's stream ended, because it's ridiculous, and it involves you that subscribe. 2nd and 5, give to Hampton. He only gets a single yard. Chargers now have a 3rd and 4. Final minute of the first quarter, it is 3rd and 4. From the 24. Herbert throws on the run, incomplete for Keenan Allen. Wow. Keenan Allen, usually their reliable receiver on any third down situation, that time just drops it. And it's another 3 and out for the Chargers as they got a punt. And here is the punt to the Texans. Fair caught at the 26, wanting a flag for fair catch interference. A flag is thrown, but not where the punt was returned from. Crazily enough, our first penalty of the game. Two flags were thrown, but it was just for one foul. It was a hold on the Texans. All right. Trust me, this rant, oh boy, you're not going to like it. I don't know what was wrong with some of y'all that subscribed, but I got a little bit to say about what unfolded after the raid that Tom gave us on Christmas night. First down from the 17. Flip to Woody Marks. And that will bring us to the end of quarter number 1. As Marks picks up 3. I'm just going to say this. This has nothing to do with Tom. This has nothing to do with the Grassi Posse. This has nothing to do with the fact that I got raided for the second time in my channel's history. What it does have to do is what happened after the fact. After the raid, we were at 351 subscribers, and I had celebrated making it to that milestone, because I never thought we would get to that milestone. This morning, I look at the channel. Somehow, I dropped down to 345 subscribers. Like, what? What was the point of subscribing if you're just going to immediately unsub a few hours later? The idea of Tom Grossi's raids is to expand the communities, expand the support, show the support for the smaller creators like myself. Granted, I'm not a small creator anymore. I've got over 300 subs, but that's a whole nother story. What pisses me off is the fact that we were at 351 down to 345. We lost 6 subscribers for whatever reason. 6 of y'all decided to unsubscribe right after Tom's raid. Meaning we're back below 350 and we still have to get to that milestone. So yeah, we were over 350 for like a couple hours. What's the point? Why is it that you show support to me and subscribe during Tom's raid, but then you immediately unsub? Ridiculous. To those of you that did that, you should be ashamed of yourselves. It's inexcusable. We're trying to expand our community and you just decide to unsubscribe and abandon it? That completely defeats the purpose of Tom's raids. And sadly, this is not the first time this has happened. Because during the first raid, the same thing happened. We were at smaller numbers, but that was a whole other story. But I'm just upset at the fact that there are actually some of y'all that subscribe during Tom's raid and then just unsub and leave. Granted, not everybody did it, but a good majority of the new subscribers did. And to those of y'all that did it, I'm ashamed that y'all find what I do as disappointing. Good riddance to unloyal fans is all I gotta say. You could have very well have joined our wonderful community and stayed there. But at the same time, you chose not to. You just decided to leave me in the dust the moment you joined. So a little bit ticked off at that. But we are still at 345, which is still a good number. We were at 341 when we went live on Thursday night, so we didn't lose everybody that subbed during the raid, but like 75% of like about 60% of the new subs we gained just vanished. And I don't know what I did to deserve getting unsubbed. Because I just do the same thing I've been doing for the past 4 years. And it's apparently because of that I get people unsubbing. Second and 7, Stroud throws an incompletion. Third down and 7, Stroud throws to Nico Collins for a first down. But yeah, that... Again, like I said, it wasn't everybody, but it was a majority of y'all. I cannot forgive you if you did that, because what's the point of subbing if you're just going to unsub later on? Guess you just don't like my content. End of story. First down, handoff to Jordan. Gets a gain of about 7. But yeah, from the best Christmas gift I could have ever gotten to the worst one. Because the new subs just left as quick as they joined. Second down and 2. Toss to Xavier Hutchinson. Hutchinson takes it past midfield into Chargers territory. First down. Handoff. Nowhere to go for Jordan. Second and 10 from the Chargers 49. Stroud throws wide open. Dalton Schultz, the tight end, makes a move and goes down to the 41-yard line. And a flag is down as there was a shove on a Chargers player. And Schultz may get flagged for a shove on the defensive player Tart of the Chargers. Wow, Dalton Schultz does indeed get flagged for a personal foul. And he just shoved him. To completely shove Tart. So now that 15-yard penalty will make it a 3rd and 17. And yeah, the down counted on the flag. Here's Stroud throwing. Woody Marks, long way to go, and down to the 48. And Texas let the punt it away. Too far away from Kymie Fairbairn's range. So the Chargers will get another possession. Here's the kick. Conkey will fair catch it at the 8. Chargers still desperately trying to get something done on offense because they have not been able to do so whatsoever. Wow, crazy how this Chargers offense transitioned. First 3 drives last week, 233 yards on, and today they've only had 16. Like, it's ridiculous how this offense can change at the hands of the stout Texans defense. Handoff to Amari and Hampton, and Eagles absolutely nowhere. There were too many Texans players all around him. And well, just as I was talking about the stout Texans defense, one of their members is down, and this is a big name. Azeez Al-Shaair is down. Oh boy. Going to take an injury timeout for him, but that would be a big blow if Al-Shaair can't get back out there. Wow, Azeez Al-Shaair down for the Texans. Yeah, that's a big name for that Texans defense. Of course, he was responsible for the infamous late hit on Trevor Lawrence that got him a fine and a suspension. I think it was I want to say it was last year that it happened, or was it 2 years ago? I want to say it was last year where Al-Shaair got that penalty, but now he's getting a... Well, actually, I'm not going to say that. It's too soon to say anything asshole-ish about him. Like I said, I got to be respectful. I don't wish pain upon anybody. I'm not a fan of either one of those teams, but I know that Al-Shaair, despite the infamy he had on Trevor Lawrence last year, he's still a stud on that Texans defense, and it would be a significant blow if he can't get back out there. It's 2nd and 9. Coming out of the injury timeout on Al-Shaair. Herbert. Incomplete. Intended for Quentin Johnston. Holy, Chargers just can't get anything done. Third and 9. Herbert pitches it. It is going to be caught, but short of the first down. And yet another 3 and out for the Chargers. All right, here's the punt to Noel, and a flag is down at the end of the punt. Well, holding on Houston, so that'll move them back 10. Ever since those 2 touchdowns were scored that I missed, it's been defensive dominance. Hand off to Woody Marks. He tries a hurdle in one of the worst attempts I've ever seen yet, as he gets tripped up in midair and will get brought down for a gain of 4. I don't know what kind of hurdle attempt Marks did there, but it did not work. Stroud on 2nd and 5 has to get rid of it as he was under a lot of pressure. Third and 5. Pressure on Stroud. Pass is intercepted. Intercepted by the Chargers. It's Derwin James. Oh, my God. That was the big break the Chargers needed. Wow. Wow. Tipped by a Charger defender. Derwin James right in the bucket.